Are you going on a trip and you're looking for a few new travel products? In this video, I'm going to give you my top 12 things that I love to take with me every single time. There are so many products and gadgets and whatever you desire to take with you on your trip. Yes, everyone's pulling for your money wherever you go, but some things you just don't need, and then other things are just not so great. So in this list, I'm going to give you my top 12 things that I love, and I suggest that you pick them up too, because I've been traveling for over 20 years and have a good idea of what's working and what's not working. So the first one I highly suggest is earplugs. Now, I get the Max orange ones. I'm going to put it over here, but these ones work great. I find that they have the best noise canceling once you put them in, because I have tried all sorts of different earplugs and not all of them are made the same. These ones are my favorite. I also have used the little green ones as well. They're just a little bit thinner. One thing you do want to remember if you're not used to wearing earplugs is that you don't want to put them in just like this. You want to take it and you want to roll it up so that it's really tiny. And then from there, you want to put it in your ear as far as you can, and then you'll feel it expanding. That's where you're going to get the best coverage of noise not coming into your ears so that you can have a better night sleep. Now, the second one also has to do with sleep is eye masks. Now, I have never been able to wear just one of those regular eye masks. I usually end up ripping it off during my sleep in the middle of the night, which defeats the point because it's usually the sunlight in the morning that I'm wanting to get away from. So the ones that I absolutely love are the ones with the indents. This one, as you can see, I've used this one for years and I need to buy a new one. But these ones with the little eye indents in the mask are amazing. They're super comfortable. You're able to open your eyes when you have the mask on, and you're able to just relax and not have anything press up against your eyes. Third one is the carry-on seat bag. Now this is called the flight bag, I'm pretty sure, but it is a game changer. I got this a handful of years ago and it is my most favorite thing to travel with when I'm traveling on a plane or really anything. What it does is it's a nice small enough bag that I'm able to put everything that I want to put in for my seat when I'm sitting in an airplane. Now, I don't have to have another bag down there. I put everything in there. With this bag, I usually put it inside my backpack that I'm taking with me as my carry-on. Once I'm on the plane, I'll take my flight bag out of the backpack, put the backpack up in the overhead compartment. The best thing about this is that it straps onto your tray table. It doesn't take up all that space in the pouch where all those magazines are, because that just goes up against your knees and your knees don't really have anywhere else to go. This is on the tray table, so it's up higher, and it's also not going to go underneath in the seat in front of you where your feet want to have as much room as possible. It holds everything. You're able to unzip it and it just expands out, and you're able to pick out whatever you need for the rest of your trip. The fourth thing is a cotton scarf. I like the really thin cotton scarves. I usually pick them up in the different countries that I go to, but I'm also have my eye on this one. This one is really nice and I'm looking forward to purchasing that soon. The next thing is the power bank. You need a power bank when you're traveling because you're using your phone a lot more than you do at home, especially with your navigation and also taking photos. Both of those things suck the battery life out of your phone a lot quicker than anything else. So you want to make sure that you always have a charge whenever you need your phone. My favorite is Anchor. Anchor creates the best charge and the quickest charge in my opinion, so I highly recommend you getting the Anchor version. Number 6 is a suitcase cover. Now, if you do have a suitcase that is black or just a color that everyone else has, this is going to be a lifesaver. What the suitcase cover does is it just slides over your existing suitcase, giving you a suitcase that is so much more easily identifiable. And plus, if you come home with your bag kind of expanded out and the zipper's not always going to meet in the middle, this will also help with that. So you have everything compiled in that one little slip cover basically. Plus you can get them in all sorts of cute ones. This is the one that I have. Number 7 is packing cubes. Now I don't know what I did before packing cubes, but it is amazing. I find I'm able to pack a lot more, but my number one reason for using packing cubes is being able to find everything I want in an instant. I know where all socks, underwear is going to go in one, and then I'm going to have all of my bottoms in another, and then I'm going to have all my tops in another, and I'm going to have all my cosmetics in another. So it's just very versatile. You're able to also then take those out of your suitcase and put them into the hotel drawers or anything in their little compartments, so you're able to find everything easily and you don't have to really unpack that much. The next thing that I highly recommend that you bring along with you is this cord keeper. When you do get a cord keeper, you want to understand how many cords that you're usually going to be taking with you on a trip and be able to take a cord keeper that is the smallest one that you can bring with you, because there's nothing worse than having big bulky things to have to stuff into your luggage. This is the one that I have and it works great for all of my needs. And if I have any other bigger cords, like if I'm bringing my laptop, then I use this one here. So it all keeps everything compact and easy to find where all my cords are. Number 9 is gear ties. So these are the things that I'm talking about. They're basically rubberized twist ties, and they are perfect for keeping all of those cords connected and together so they don't get all jumbled and mixed up together, and then you have to sort them all out. So I love using these for all the cords that I carry with me, and it just makes things so much easier. Number 10 on things that I suggest that you bring on your trip is compression socks. You can get all different types of compression socks. So you can get ones that are thick like a sports sock, or you can get nylon ones, or you can kind of get something that's a little bit in between. I've gotten ones that are a little bit in between. It's kind of like a nylon, kind of like a sock. But one thing that I really do suggest that you do when you get compression socks is get measured for them. I have bought ones off Amazon and they never fit the way that they're supposed to be fitting. You don't want them too tight because it's going to cause more damage than not having them at all. And then you also don't want them too loose because then they're not going to do anything for you anyways. So you want to go to usually a medical supply store, or you can also look at some running stores. They will usually have someone there that will be able to fit you for the compression socks as well, since runners use them quite a bit as well. But they're great for being on the plane, and I find them amazing when you're walking around during the day or just every day on your trip. Now, of course, you're going to be wanting ones that are either going to be under your pants, or if you're wearing a skirt, you're probably not going to be wearing them that day. So you want to just use them when you can, because they really reduce the amount of swollen feet, swollen legs, anything like that. Plus, I find that my legs and my feet are not nearly as tired at the end of the day when I wear compression socks versus not wearing compression socks. Number 11 is a Kindle. I highly recommend that you bring a Kindle because there's nothing worse than carrying books with you. Unless you're planning on reading it, completing it, and leaving it, I recommend the Kindle because you can bring so many different books with you, and then you can determine what you want to read when you want to read, and you're able to all do it without it being super heavy or super thick if it's a nice thick book that you're wanting to read. When you do get a Kindle, I do recommend that you get one with a light in it. I have the Paperlight Kindle and get a cover for it, but I like the Kindles over like an iPad or anything like that, because if I'm at the beach and I want to read, I don't have that glare that comes with an iPad. I'm able to easily read this. And then I would also suggest getting one with a light in it, because if I'm wanting to read it in bed before I go to bed and there's not a light anywhere near the bed or anything like that, or if there's other people in the room, I can still read my book because I can have it illuminated. So definitely check these out and get one for yourself. You won't regret it. And the 12th and last thing that I recommend is a phone case. Now, I highly recommend this one here. This is the Catalyst phone case. It is waterproof, dustproof, drop proof, all sorts of proofs. And it works amazingly. I have used it on all of my travels and I never have to worry about my phone getting damaged, broken, or even waterlogged. You do have to buy each one for your specific phone, so you want to make sure you're getting the correct one. Another thing that I love about the Catalyst phone case is that it comes with a wrist strap built right into the phone case. This is great because I always have that on my wrist, no matter if it's in my pocket or I'm using the camera or the phone itself. Cameras are the #1 theft when you are traveling abroad, so you want to make sure that you have that on your wrist so that you have an extra layer of protection of it being taken right out of your hand. I hope these give you some great ideas on what to pack on your trip and which products to use. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I would love to answer them for you. If I missed any of the products that you absolutely love and take with you on all of your trips, put those down below. I would love to learn about new products as well. Now, if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would love to have you along on my journey. I talk all things travel. If you are wanting some more tips and tricks, definitely check out my travel checklist. I go through the top 10 things that you should be doing before your next trip. You can download that for free. I'll put the link down below. All of the items that I talked about on here, I'll put the link in the description so you're able to find those very easily. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.